Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Been a while since we've had a bench talk. Just a lot of stuff going on still. But guys, I've got some major progress done on the ramp truck and the gasser. I'm going to cover that a little bit. We got another vintage, classic, whatever word you want to use, kit here, and I've also got a shout out here on a shop card. So I want to get to that first. This one comes over from Steven at Mac Daddy Model Hobby. Desire, discipline, and determination. That's just about right on that. Check that out. Got a cool diorama going on there. I like that. I like that cartoonish rig there. And he's also, I think he's working on a bulldozer right now. That's one that I stare at Hobby Lobby, but I don't know if it's I lack the ambition or just because of the price, haven't pulled the trigger yet. But one of these days I'd like to, because I do have a low boy that would look really good on. So, but anyway, Steven, and appreciate the kind words on the back. Literally, I got to say those are probably the kindest kind words I've ever had. So you are welcome for the support, brother. I do got you subbed too, by the way. Guys, he's a nice channel. He's got a good one going on over there. About 153, I think, subscribers last I checked. So guys, if you've not been over there to Steven's channel, get over there, give him a sub, like, all that stuff. Watch his videos. Good builder. I got a lot of stuff going on. So Steve, I appreciate it. Thank you for that. You should have received my shop card by now as well. So look forward to watching more of your channel as things progress there. So we'll put that back here out of the way. So that's first things first. Then for our classic, I'm going to call it classic, I guess. You could call it vintage. This dates back to 82. But this is the Monogram 56 T-Bird in 124 scale. Now, the box says dated 82, but I don't know, exactly when this particular kit came out, because it has this skill level sticker on it. I'm not sure exactly what year they started putting these on. So this could have been a re-release of box art. I'm not really sure on that. But anyway, so I don't ramble on that one too long. Now, according to Scale Mates, just a real quick one here, found out the original brand new tool, 1977, but it said on there that it was a die cast and plastic kit. So apparently when this thing was originally released, come out, was a metal kit, and then 1982 was I don't know if it's I don't think a new tool. They said new box on there and some new parts. I think that's what it was. I forgot to write that down, so I'm mumbling. But anyway, so that's what the information I gathered, and there's been subsequent releases, although not many throughout the years. I think 91-ish, right around there, another one in 96. I think some box art changes. And then the latest release of this is 2022, and actually still available at Hobby Lobby. Matter of fact, I picked one of the newer ones up at Ollie's here just not too long ago for like $13. You can't beat that. So anyway, so what we'll do here, I'll just go ahead and walk around the box like we always do. So just really not much on the front there. Just got some different languages there, English and on down the way. And then as you take a look, here's a picture from the back view there. Got the Continental kit, removable hardtop, and then there's that probably a 292 and 56. I think the 312 come up 57. But there's that Thunderbird engine. Got the engine hinged at the front there. And then there's your date right here. Copyright 1982. Again, not sure when this particular kit hit the shelves, but then again, just the same art on the side as the top, and then this is kit number 2289, and the old Monogram label. I love that old logo. And then there's just a little write-up there of it, if you want to just screenshot or pause and read that. All that good stuff there. So pretty much, I love this old Monogram box art. It's plain. It's really kind of plain, but it's really cool all at the same time. So take just a real fast look inside here. This does have all the parts. I've been through the box. I don't know that it has any decals. I think it was supposed to have decal sheet, but there's the old classic Monogram style, pretty much like the old NASCAR kits were, laid out like that. And then, of course, you got your chrome. Got our chrome tree there. And then It's molded in 2 different colors. I'm not going to dig everything out because it's really not a review, but there's your Continental kit anyway. And then your red top and body and hood, and then interior in white, and all your other pieces there molded in white plastic. And it does have white walls down there in the bottom of the box right there. So again, not going to take time to dig it all out, but anyway, I have built one of these. I probably should put that in a different way, because you know what happens to those windshield frames, they like to break, so I'll rearrange that later. But I did build one of these years ago. I built, and it's set on our TV stand at home way back in the day there. So maybe one of these days I get down to Mom and Dad's, I might just bring that out, and we'll put that on one of the Saturday spotlights. So we'll see if they still got it. I think they do. I think it's still sitting down there on their stand. So, but anyway, so that's it, guys. 56 T-Bird by Monogram. So moving that on along here. And guys, we're going to try not to take up a whole lot of extra time on this, but guys, I have got a lot done on this ramp truck and the gasser, and I think the ramp truck, for all intents and purposes, is pretty close to being finished. So I'm going to move this big hog in here. Now the gasser looks like it's complete, but it's still got quite a bit of stuff to do on it yet. Got some plans, but there it is, guys. I'm going to lower this camera down just a little bit so you get a better. So there is the gasser and the ramp truck. And again, I'll raise the camera back up and bring each one of them in a little bit closer so we can see it. So you can see I've got some decals. I've got some decals on the gasser, and I got the decals on the ramp truck, and I got a couple other decals I'm waiting on from STS. I guess they're about 6 to 8 weeks out, but I will have some decals coming. So this is not going to be 100% complete for a while, but when I do get it 100%, I'll bring it back on the channel and show you the decals that I've had made for that. Might even attach a picture at the end of what those decals are going to look like. So I'm going to bring you back up here, and then we're going to bring each one of these in. Let's go ahead and bring this gasser in real quick. Show you where we're at on that. I got some stuff not attached. This is not glued down yet. But guys, there is the gasser. Man, that is, like I said, that's coming out just like I wanted it to. Looking good. Now I have to take that hat off, the bug catcher there off, so to speak, and this moon tank. Got the moon tank on the front, but it is not glued on yet, so I'm going to take it off real quick. Anything that might fall and lose, we're going to take it off now, because I did tell you what, I think sometimes I do more searching for parts that I drop than I do getting my building done. So take the hood off, but I did get all of the patina on it the way I wanted, and this is exactly how this is going to stay. I'm not going to add any kind of clear coat to it. It is going to stay in this fashion. And guys, the design of this is really not to depict rust, but more like a primer. Like, you know, maybe they started to work on it or whatever, you know, or just faded out and the primer's showing through, you know, however it goes. But anyway, there's that engine, that 396. That is out of the that's out of the 67 Chevelle, the AMT Pro Street. But I did use valve covers from the engine from the 63 Corvette, I believe. I just kind of like the way those were finned. But I got the magneto back there, and I did make that magneto with just some styrene rod, and then I think those were some wires that I had gotten along the way, actually, spark plug wires. And then, of course, I made the headers. Again, I come up too far here. I think I had that on another video. I think I come up too far. I wouldn't have had to go up that far on it, but it helped to get this, because I just left the battery tray in there. I'm not going to run the battery because it has the magneto, but I just left that go like that. But anyway, and then here's the front. Now, those wheels, guys, I wasn't really 100% pleased with those, because look how they turn out. But you know what? It's just the way it is. So it's got a lot of excessive camber on it. So we'll just have to use our imaginations on that. I tried to straighten them out, and because this is a resin axle and it just wasn't working, I was afraid as brittle as it gets that I was going to break something. So I just left it go like that. So that's just how that's going to be. It's all part of the game. But there's those Hulk decals. I've got some little contingencies on there. I got a couple more I want to put on it. Don't want to overload it with them. There's my AMT decal. And I even threw the wrap fink on the back. Had to do that with those white wall tires. So I'll pull this off. I'll show you that interior up close. So say nothing's bolted down. This I just worked on this afternoon or this evening a little bit. So some of this is freshly installed. So there's one with that green steering wheel like that, and I made my own steering column because I didn't like the angle that the other one would have had. So what I did here is I just added a piece of styrene channel. Would be like right here. This stuff right here. I just cut some of that just to drop that down a little bit. I put a little V-notch in it. So just like it's a bracket there for the steering column. And then I'm trying to put a tack down on here or somewhere on the dash maybe. Maybe not, it might interfere with the windshield, but I may put it on the steering column right there. Got a fire extinguisher in there, and I did go with those Willys seats. Again, I think I had them on the last one. I can't really remember. Been a while back. And then I just did the same kind of patina on the inside there with the dash and everything. And then just pretty much plain Jane, black floor mat basically to lighten it up. And then just a little roll bar in the back there. So that's the interior pretty much. And then the bed, I went ahead and I used this Testors. This is an old paint too. This is a Model Master wood. Pardon me guys, 1 second. All right, so as I was saying, it's a Model Master wood. And what I did is I just brushed that on first. And then I did the rails or the chrome separator strips just in I think I used a silver paintbrush or paint marker on that. And then I really wasn't too happy with the way it looked with just the wood because it kind of looked kind of toyish. So what I did, and I've actually done this on some of my semi-trailer beds. I put these stains on them, or these tints, I guess they call it. And I used just a mixture of both of them. And this was a color wash tint. I get this at Hobby Lobby. And this was Old Bronze. And then this one is French Roast. So with a combination, if you see that. There you go. French Roast right there. And this stuff's really, really thin. I mean, you can see it. Really, really thin stuff. You just put it on the brush. So what you do is you just dip it in there and then just lightly, and it's so thin that it doesn't actually all accumulate in one spot. So you get that look of actually natural wood color. It brings out some of that wood grain in the plastic there that's molded in, and it just gives you that much more realistic look. So that's how I did that. May do a tutorial on that, just show how I do it. I know there's probably been a lot of them out there, but maybe I'll do one to show you how I do it on mine. And then I just left the running boards primer just to shake it up a little bit, and then that's pretty much the bed. I didn't bother doing anything with the bottom. We're really not going to see the bottom anyways. And then of course here's the frame. I don't know if I got the shocks on it now. Again guys, I apologize if I've shown some of this before. If it's going to focus, come on man, too much in the background. Hold on a second. Hang on guys, let me I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Okay, try this. This is the best I could come up with, guys, but it's should pull some focus in. There you go, right there. So I got the shocks done on it. I put some ladder bars on it. I think that's from the 55 Nomad kit. It's got some ladder bars on the back there, and so that's pretty much ready to go. Got that engine all mounted in where it should be. Now I'm going to try to put some fuel lines because I want to run a line from that moon tank, and I'm planning on. I bought some of this stuff. Now this is a Aculon brand. Got this at Hobby Lobby. It's a stainless steel beading wire, and it kind of gives the illusion now of a braided like a braided fuel line. So I might run some of this up, and I got my fitting on here already on this end right there, which is actually these beads right here, bead treasures, and this is it's got a size on there. Not seeing an actual size. But anyway, this is the one 20.25 ounce weight anyways. But you use these, and then you use like a red Sharpie or a blue Sharpie and paint them. And man, it really gives you the illusion of those fittings on there. So that'll go in the bottom of the tank, and then I'll just run this up. And then I'm going to try to, like I said, run some fuel lines. Maybe either put me an electric pump on the fender well, or go down to the one. I think it's got one mounted on it. It may have one mounted on it. Yeah, there's one mounted on it right there. So we may just go into the bottom of that and then bring it up from there and the like. So, but anyway, on this, I did forget there's that Hurst shifter to shift them gears in that rock crusher with the white ball on it. So we got that going on. Again, there's the body, and I went with this. I went to put the I think I said the Chevy 3100. But man, guys, those are so thin on that sprue, they actually end up breaking, each one of them that I tried to pull off. So yes, you know what? Let's just go with the V8. It's a strip down for a drag racer anyways. So we got the V8 there on that. And the only thing I got to deal with when I'm done is that window. I think pretty much everybody knows these 55 Chevy trucks, these windows don't quite fit the opening. I did find it looks like it's a little easier once it's all assembled for that to rest against the dash, but it's still a little short. So we're going to make that work the best we can. I don't know if I'm going to tint these or just leave them clear. I'm not sure yet. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to put these back in the corner here. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. Oh, we're going to go over the ramp truck real quick. I know I'm taking up some extra time that I wanted to, but it's been a while, guys. So let's just go over that ramp truck here, and then I'll get us out of here. So let me clear this stuff up, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here's the ramp truck. Come out pretty well. I was pretty pleased with it. Guys, these Chevy trucks, whether you're building a pickup truck or I found a ramp truck, they are quirky. They're pretty much older molds. Certain things don't fit quite right. You got to do a little monkeying with some things. But overall, guys, it came out as I was hoping it would. So, got the side there. I got some decals on the ramp on the truck there. I did get it to where the doors do open. Not highly detailed in there, but these side doors do open. So this is a smaller one over here. So we could put some accessories in there if we want. I do have to get the tail lights yet on this. I don't know if I think the kit, it either showed one tail light or maybe it does have two tail lights. I got to check that out. I've got to paint the ramps yet for this and the little wheel stops on there. I got to do that yet, but I did find a set of 6 baby moons, just what I wanted on that with the white wheels. Looks good. I did use these decals back here from the ramp truck. First we'll tow it, then we'll race it. Looks pretty good on there. And I got the interior done, and I actually did put the gear shifter, the column shifter on it, and a turn signal lever down in there. Maybe you can see it there too. Lighting's not the greatest there, but I'll pull the hood off here real quick. And there is the under hood. Just a nice clean engine bay there. Got the engine wired. The distributor in there. And then our radiator hose runs. And I put some heater hoses and some battery cables on it as well. Now, obviously, as I have a 1-to-1 72 truck, a couple things on this just really weren't correct. Number one, this should be a side post battery. And this actually should have side radiator tanks, but, you know, for what it was, it gave us a nice 72 Chevy pickup anyway. So not 100% correct, but makes a great builder. I do still have to put the washer bottle. I did forget to do that. And so they say just a couple little small things to do on it. We got the underneath side there. So it's pretty clean underneath there. And then what I did here, I just did the bare metal foil on the side trim, and then I just took a black, this is a black, actually it's got a brush tip on it, it's a marker, but it's got a brush tip on it, and I was able to get in there real fine, so I was able to do that. Now, I did the Cheyenne 10 there, and in reality, this probably would not have been a half-ton truck, obviously, but for what it is, that's what I put on it, just for the looks, and then I got the decals for the side marker lights, and then I just painted the 350 there black, and I just took a little sandpaper and just scuffed off that so that 8 and 350 shows up really good on there. And then again, just touched up the dash, the grill a little bit. Used a blue Sharpie in the center of the Chevy emblem, so it gives it that, like it's that reflective material. And did up the turn signals and all, so that is done there. So got a little sloppy in here. I didn't really realize this down in here, but I am going to have a toolbox setting down in here. So I'm going to kind of cut a corner. Okay, cheat a little bit. and put some, see it scuffed up in there, but I'm going to have a toolbox down in there to kind of cover that up. But that is, guys, the 64 Seacrest Green Metallic. Same thing I used on the Cadillac, the Johan Cadillac. So really like that color. And it polishes out really nice when it's done. I put that in the dehydrator. I did have a video short on that. So that's how we got that paint all dried up. And within 12 hours, guys, this thing was ready to handle and do the final details. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's where we're at on that. Making some great progress on there. And I got a couple other things I want to get started on, but I want to get these things wrapped up first before I start on any other projects. But I want to get some new content for you coming down the way. Got a show coming up in June. I'll probably, maybe my next bench talk, I'll get the flyer out for that. As I kind of put this guy back on the bed here, fits really nice. I'll get a flyer out for that, and I'll share that with you guys. It's that we had a first annual last year. It had almost 300 models on the table. So for a first annual show, that was really, really good. Really nice show, good swap meet and all. So move this car kit back in here, and then we'll just take it out with this. And again, Steven, thank you. Guys, get over there and check out Mac Daddy Model Hobby. Go give him like, all that stuff. Subscribe to his channel. Let's get his numbers up there. Great guy. Great builder. So I think that's, one more thing, guys. If you remember my dad in prayer, family doctor wants him to go and have see a specialist just to rule out, early on at least, rule out any kind of stomach cancer. So if you would remember him in prayer, I would greatly appreciate it, as he's the guy responsible for getting me involved in all this to begin with. And so I appreciate if you'd remember him in your prayers, and that everything would be fine, and that would not be a problem. So I guess that's all I've got for now, guys. So if you like this video, please give me a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Subscribers, thank you. Appreciate it so much. We're getting ever so closer to 3,000. I think I hit 2,900 today. So guys, thank you. I appreciate it. Never thought when I started my channel it would grow this fast, but here we are. So thank you so much. So until next time, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage saying you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.